Let me share something with you, something that separates ordinary men from the ones who effortlessly spark attraction. It's not about your height, your income, or how sharp you look. It's not about flashy cars or smooth talking lines either. The real difference? It lies in how you speak during those first few moments of a conversation. Right now, countless guys are having forgettable chats with beautiful women, but a few are saying things that make her smile wider, lean in closer, and remember them long after the conversation ends. What sets them apart isn't luck, it's psychology. After coaching thousands of men and analyzing real interactions, I've identified three powerful phrases that ignite curiosity, create instant chemistry, and make you unforgettable. You don't need to be a natural charmer or memorize scripts. You just need to understand the emotional triggers these phrases activate. One of these phrases is so impactful that women often text their friends about you within minutes. Another builds immediate connection. And the third? It's my personal go-to for sparking attraction effortlessly. If you're ready to upgrade the way women respond to you, keep watching, because what you're about to learn can change your dating life forever. Let's talk about the turning point. There's a moment in every conversation when things shift, from polite small talk to something magnetic. Her body language changes, her eyes light up, and suddenly there's a real connection. That moment isn't random, it's the result of emotional influence and well-timed communication. I'm John from Stoic Focus. Over the past 10 years, I've studied thousands of dating interactions, and the biggest mistake I see men make is this. They focus on what to say to impress her, instead of focusing on how to make her feel. Attraction doesn't come from clever lines. It comes from emotional resonance, when you speak in a way that bypasses her logic and hits her deeper instincts. The three phrases I'm about to show you do just that. These aren't tricks, they're conversation tools built on psychology, field experience, and the timeless traits of magnetic communication. One has been shown to make you 83% more memorable in conversations. Another builds what psychologists call instant intimacy. The third can create spark within 30 seconds. Here's what makes this different. We're not here to play games. We're here to build a real social skill, something that works on dates, in networking, and anywhere you want to make meaningful connections. Let's get into it. Phrase 1. The curiosity trigger. Let's start with a powerful concept I call the unfinished thought. There's something fascinating about how our brains work. When someone begins a thought but doesn't finish it, our curiosity goes into overdrive. It's human nature. We want to know the rest. Here's how to use it naturally in a conversation. Wait until she shares something meaningful, a story, a passion, a hobby. Then, casually drop in something like, "You actually remind me of someone." Forget it. There's something about the way you said that made me think of, never mind. That just made me remember something interesting, but it's not important. Say it lightly, like it just popped into your head. Don't force it. Then shift the topic naturally. What happens next is fascinating. Her mind will loop back to what you didn't say. She may ask you about it later, or you'll notice her watching you differently. When she does ask, don't just comment on her looks. Say something real about her personality or vibe. I was going to say, you seem incredibly self-aware, the way you explained that. You reminded me of someone who really knows who they are, calm and grounded. This works because it creates emotional contrast. You're not trying hard, but you're clearly engaged. It also makes the conversation more playful and memorable, far more interesting than the typical back and forth. This isn't a trick, it's just a better way to connect. Use it with ease, and you'll naturally stand out without needing to chase attention. Phrase 2. The secret compliment. Most guys mess up compliments. They go straight for looks. You're gorgeous. You're beautiful. Guess what? She's heard that 1,000 times. By 25, attractive women are numb to it. It barely registers. But if you want to leave an impact, there's a better way. Give a secret compliment, a genuine observation that speaks to who she is, not how she looks. This taps into something deeper. Studies from Princeton show that complimenting skills or unique behaviors creates more connection than appearance-based praise. Compliments about character stick 5 times longer. Here's how to use this effectively. Wait until she reveals something real about herself. Make your compliment specific and thoughtful. Only say it if it's genuine. For example, not many people would catch this, but the way you included your friend in that story shows you're really emotionally aware. You have this unique combo of confidence and warmth that's rare. When you explain that, I could tell your mind works in such a deep, reflective way. Deliver it with calm presence. Look her in the eyes, softly, not intensely. Let it land, then move on. No need to wait for praise or linger awkwardly. What happens in her mind is subtle but powerful. First, surprise. He actually noticed that. Then, validation. He sees something deeper in me. Then, attraction. I want to be around someone who gets me. Advanced move? Use the compliment sandwich. When you did specific action, it showed positive quality. That's rare because brief insight. Example. When you looped your friend Sarah into the story earlier, it showed real emotional intelligence. Most people don't even notice when someone's being left out. This isn't flattery, this is emotional awareness, and it makes you unforgettable. Stoic wisdom? Marcus Aurelius said, "Look beneath the surface." That's what this does. It shows depth, attention, and emotional intelligence, traits that are magnetic in any era. Phrase 3, the reverse question. Here's a subtle but powerful move. When she asks you a question, flip it. Most guys treat every question like an interview. She asks, they answer. But the real game changer is reversing the dynamic. Why? Because the person answering questions is performing, but the person flipping them? That's the one creating connection and intrigue. Let's say she asks, "Why are you single?" Instead of answering right away, try this. "What do you think?" Take a guess first. "I could tell you, but I'm curious what you'd assume." It's playful, it sparks curiosity, and it gently puts the ball in her court. What happens is magic. She starts thinking about you. She puts energy into guessing, imagining, wondering, and that process alone builds investment. Real example from a client, her. "So why is a guy like you still single?" Him, smiling. "What's your theory?" Her. "Maybe you're too picky?" Him. "Interesting. What would make someone too picky in your eyes?" Boom. Now it's a real conversation, not a job interview. Pro tips: use a slow smile when you flip the question. Briefly glance at her lips before answering. Subtle tension. When you do reveal something, make it meaningful. Close. But the truth is actually more interesting. Mistakes to avoid. Don't flip basic fact questions like, "Where do you live?" Don't overuse this or you'll seem evasive. Always have a genuine answer ready in case she presses. Stoic principle at play? Epictetus taught, "It's not what happens to you, but how you respond that matters." By reversing the question, you're not dodging. You're shaping the interaction with awareness and intentionality. Final thoughts. This is bigger than just flirting. What you've just learned isn't about gimmicks. It's a new way of thinking about attraction. These phrases work not because they manipulate, but because they're rooted in presence, self-respect, and emotional clarity. You're not chasing validation, you're inviting real connection. But remember, knowledge without action is just entertainment. Your mission this week: choose one of these techniques, the curiosity trigger, the secret compliment, or the reverse question, and try it in the real world. Test it. Watch how differently women respond when you stop performing and start connecting. I want to hear your experience. Drop a comment. Which phrase hit hardest for you? Where will you test it out first? What was your biggest aha moment? I read every comment, and I'll personally reply to the most insightful ones. And for the men who want to go deeper, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Because next week, I'm revealing a powerful technique known as the 2-second eye trick, a subtle move used by charismatic men throughout history to make her chase. Until then, remember, this isn't about collecting lines. It's about becoming the kind of man who naturally attracts amazing women through confidence, awareness, and authentic communication. Stay focused, stay grounded. Thank you.